literacy is extremely important for good citizenship. We can't really be decent citizens unless we know what's going on.
I'm very fortunate for the lessons I've learned in news literacy, in that I was told what to avoid and patterns of thinking to break out of that could give me a more analytical way of addressing problems that I was facing.
I think that middle schoolers in general will gravitate to what is important to the most important person, them. So once news becomes meaningful to them, it's happening in their neighborhood, around them, in their world, and we help them understand why that's important, I think they'll start to learn what it means to be an educated news consumer and why that's important, even if they're a middle schooler.
Why not teach news literacy, particularly at this grade level? You know, I feel like it's never too early to start impressing those concepts with the students, and especially with the state mandates of testing, it's the one opportunity where kids are not being tested. And maybe it's a safer place for the students to express their own opinions and their own ideas, and to feel that freedom and that confidence in what they're saying.
My students need news literacy. They absolutely do. Whether it's to make them better citizens so that they can participate fully in our government and our democracy, or whether it's just learning the critical thinking skills that they need in everyday life, or in college, or even in their high school courses, just to make them more successful and less open to manipulation.
Who knew I read the news? I sure didn't. That's what one of the students said. Who knew I read the news? I sure didn't. Which begs the question, if he didn't know he was reading the news, who knew he was reading the news, right? We heard students tell us, I realized that I'm a mindless news consumer. And one student said it was an incognitive experience to be a news consumer. Incognitive. They're destitute of the faculty of being aware of what they're taking in.
You cannot be civically engaged if you are ill-informed. And we have seen time and time again, there are groups of people who are frustrated, who are angry, who want to be civically engaged, but are ill-informed. And when that happens, all hell breaks loose.
My grandmother always said, you are what you eat. But guess what? You are also what you read. News literacy is important. That's why you should check out centerfornewsliteracy.org and the News Literacy channel on YouTube. I'm Nico. Adios.